Here's why I don't like black men. Number one, they harass me to the highest degree. If I'm out and about and there's a man, he sees me, hey, they try to get my attention, right? Normally, they drop it, right? They don't extend it for so long. But a black man, hey, you gonna ignore me? Hey, shorty, I know you hear me. Hey. At what point do you stop and self-reflect? Is there anybody else witnessing this? Or do you know that no one would even care if they were witnessing you harassing the fuck out of this black woman? Right? But why, at what point, how hard do I have to ignore you for you to leave me alone? Again, everybody else, they'll try, or hell, I'd rather they say, hey, what's up, shorty? I ignore them like, you're ugly anyways, but we still, again, part our ways, and that's that. They will keep going and going and going and going. Also, I've had them, like, they will be at my car window and won't leave me alone. I will threaten, I have a gun. They will not leave me alone. They won't leave my vicinity. And that reminded me of, like, when the black woman was at the grocery store and the white man started charging up to her and she had her gun pointed at him. I guess he thought what shit was sweet, like, oh, she ain't gonna shoot me for real, until she fucking did. And it's like it always go to that extent. It doesn't matter how fearful I am, if I'm ignoring them, if I'm uncomfortable, they will go to the highest extent. But they wouldn't do that shit with no white girl though, right? Because then, this is why I always think it's on purpose, even if it's unconscious, because they know not to. It's a rule not to do that unless you want to fuck around and find out with those type of people. Anyways, number two, I was bullied. Mind you, I'm in my early 20s, so this is my whole life, right? At least a decade ago. No, yeah, at least a decade ago, if not more. For years, I was bullied daily, consecutively. And 95% of it was from black men. Every colorist jab thrown at me, racist prejudice, whatever. Anything about the way that I talk, how I sound, the way I acted, my body, how I'm shaped. Everything was scrutinized to the highest degree. My whole being, unprompted. And those are the same men I'm seeing today. Just maybe refrain from saying certain things out in public around certain people so that they don't face certain consequences. That's why we're not overcoming racism, but I digress. Number three would be when I am like dating them, talking to them, right? Or anything, or they try to talk to me. It's like they always come from a place of lack. They're always dispositioning themselves in a way to where they're telling me, I mean, I'm not finna do all of that for you, or like, I ain't got it like that, and you should expect less. And I'll be talking to them, they'll be like, well, I'm a black man, shit's hard out here, I work real hard for what I got, you know how it is, I can't just break you off a piece. Shorty. Like, what you gonna do for this? What you gonna do for it? This ain't free. You know how hard it is. Ew, that is fucking disgusting, and that's not a turn on. It's fucking disgusting. I would have never had to hear that from certain people, though. And I know you hear that and you think, well, blah, 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 blah. Let's say they both ain't shit. They both can't do nothing for me. I still felt more regulated or less in distress or like you get what I can't explain it. I'm not even gonna try to do that on this video. But they just always come from a place of like lack or what's the other word? Deficiency, and it's like, you know what? Carry those narratives, view your life that way is one thing. It's another thing when like you're in a different dynamic, like say you're pursuing a girl that you want. I don't want to hear that. You need to be generous with me. You need to have everything or want to provide everything for me. Not all, but you know, I don't want to hear that. Another reason is they always make me feel masculine because the way that they talk to me, it's like, first of all, why are you ever calling me an N-word? Why are you ever calling a woman the N-word? Fuck my personal gripe with the word. Why are you referring to me as that? That's, again, disgusting and a turnoff, and I feel masculinized. I don't want to feel masculinized. I don't want to feel below. I don't want to feel like I gotta work for something. Or whatever the fuck y'all. Like, what? Nigga. Imagine you could look at nigga. Like, what the fuck? And that's an instant turn off. Another reason is I can't just attribute this to only black men. I think this is an issue with black people in general. They think that because, or one of them, that they can talk to you any sort of way, they can address you any sort of way, they think they're entitled to you, your attention, your anything. Like, they think they're entitled, and they talk to you any sort of way. Like, they treat you any sort of way, and it's never for the best. Like, again, it's very weird and very strange. Especially like older black women, I guess, when they see young black women, they think they hold all the cards and the answers, and really they just are trying to offload their trauma on you and make you stay in your place. And it's fucking weird. Y'all are fucking weird. To put it into words, they treat me how society would if they could get away with it. They go to the full extent of which they could treat a black woman, knowing that they could get away with it, knowing that they're probably offloading their own distress and inadequacy of what was projected onto them onto me. They want me to feel the burden. It's like they could get away with it. Who cares? Yeah. Circling back once more, because I know for a fact you guys will take what I said and spin the fuck out of it. Because I could easily just delete it out of this video. But when I said certain other people don't have to feed me those narratives, that could also account for black men. There are some upstanding, great, generous, nice, kind black men who wouldn't dare sit across from a woman that they're pursuing and tell them and feed them that narrative. And then also, yes, there are certain people, I guess, like this, who cannot sit across from me and be like, I'm a black man, I have it worse, and because of that, you gotta work hard to get anything that I have because you know how it is. Yeah.